Have you ever noticed how life can feel like carrying an invisible backpack? At first, it's light. But as the days go on, stress, anxiety, disappointment, and heartbreak pile in. And suddenly, you're walking around with something so heavy you can barely stand. Science tells us why we feel this way. Stress hormones, chemical imbalances, negative thought patterns, they're all real. And therapy, medicine, and mindfulness can help lighten the load. But here's the bigger question: why do so many people still feel empty, even when science gives them all the tools? Let's be honest, science has done wonders. Cognitive behavioral therapy teaches us how to reframe negative thoughts. Antidepressants can help balance brain chemistry. Neuroscience shows how exercise, sleep, and diet reshape the brain. These are gifts that help us survive. But there's a catch: science can tell us how the brain works, not why the heart feels broken. It can treat symptoms, but it doesn't always answer the deepest human questions. Why am I here? Does my life have meaning? Is there hope beyond this pain? And that's where science reaches its limit. Think about it like this: if your phone battery keeps dying, you can buy the best charger, close all the apps, and keep it on power-saving mode. But what if the real issue is that the battery itself is faulty? You don't just need a recharge, you need a replacement. That's how mental wellness works. Science recharges us. It keeps us going. But lasting peace requires something deeper, a restoration of the soul. And here's where many people have found what science couldn't provide. Jesus spoke words that cut straight into this universal struggle. "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He didn't offer a quick fix. He offered rest for the soul. Take the story of Elijah, an ancient prophet. He had just experienced one of the biggest victories of his life, yet he spiraled into deep despair. He sat under a tree and prayed to die. That's not too different from how depression looks today: hopelessness after achievement. But here's the part that resonates: God didn't lecture him. Instead, Elijah was given food, water, and rest. Then, in a gentle whisper, God renewed him. Isn't that what we long for? Not just formulas or theories, but care that restores both body and soul. And even today, many who have battled anxiety or depression testify: science gave them coping tools, but Christ gave them meaning. Therapy helped them manage thoughts, but faith gave them peace that didn't depend on circumstances. So here's the truth: take care of your mind. Exercise. Eat well. Get therapy if you need it. Science is not the enemy, it's a gift. But don't stop there. Because mental wellness is more than balanced chemicals, it's about a balanced soul. Real peace isn't just the absence of stress. It's the presence of purpose. And that's what Jesus offers. If you've been searching, if you've tried all the strategies and still feel the emptiness, maybe it's time to look beyond science. To the one who gives rest for the weary, strength for the broken, and meaning for every single life. Don't just settle for surviving. Step into the kind of peace that goes beyond understanding. In Jesus, you can find it. If this message resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Where are you anchoring your hope? And remember, science may explain the brain, but only Jesus restores the soul. If this spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Someone you know might be carrying that same invisible backpack. Share this with them. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. What does real peace mean to you? Drop a comment below. If you'd like more messages like this, hit subscribe and let's keep walking this journey to wholeness together.